Hey guys, Tanna here with the very first Slime Isekai Memories video. Okay, so the game actually launched yesterday morning for me. So about 11 a.m. I played a bit before heading out for the day. That's why I'm kind of like one day late into the video making. Okay, so a couple of things I'm gonna talk about in this video. How to reroll, who to reroll for, when to reroll or reset the account, or rather the whole reroll process, and finally some troubleshooting as well. So I'm gonna consider two parts for the reroll process, part 1 and part 2. But both of them gonna involve in this menu, delete game data, yes, and done. So for the very first time, you need to complete like the whole tutorial process before being able to skip this. Okay, the confirm shorter tutorial. This is after the very first time that you boot up the game. Before you actually reset, you're gonna sit through the whole thing, which I highly recommend. So also the story as well. So you're gonna do this. Okay, then accept everything. Okay, then start. So two parts of the reroll process. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the first part first. I'm gonna contain some information regarding the game. Okay, so first up, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but okay, the game literally just released this yesterday morning globally. So not even in other region, not JP, not Taiwan, not Southeast Asia or whatsoever. Okay, so nobody really knows what the meta is. Probably days, weeks, or maybe even months later. Okay, secondly, the game is PvE only so far. They might add PvP later on in the future, but for now, it's only PvE only. So I would say waifu over meta, or rather, you can actually choose for meta waifu. Of course, it's gonna be Milim. Okay, so this is part 1. Okay, so what to aim for? Okay, you need to know this. There's actually two types of roles in this game. Oh, this is really cute. But I'm gonna skip this. In this part, you will only be able to roll for a battler. The other type of character is gonna be called protector. So I'm gonna go into that really briefly. Okay, I'm gonna use another account to explain this. This is one of my reroll accounts. I actually have 4 going. It's like a 3D game, so pretty intensive. So I'm not gonna push my PC for this. Okay, companions. Okay, as you can see here, there's a battle character and a protection character. So I'm gonna explain this one because this is more or less like the typical characters that go to battle. And protection characters are actually special characters. Okay, so you can actually see here, like this is how to set up. So assemble troops. Okay, so these are protection characters. They are actually a different set of characters that you can roll for. Okay, by default, you're gonna get Valdora. Yes, everyone is gonna get that. Protector are basically non-combat characters that you don't really bring them to combat. They basically give you buffs, but you can only put 1 in a team. So as you can see here, there's 1 here, and then 3 at the front, and then probably like 2 backup. I haven't really played the game, so this is what I know. Okay, so interestingly, they actually can buff 2 types of elements. So there's like 7 elements in the game, which I'm going to talk briefly in the who to reroll for. Okay, let's hop back to the other one. Okay, so this is part 1 of the reroll process. So in the first part, who do you want to reroll for? I actually have a list I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, so this spreadsheet, this wonderful spreadsheet is actually done by Meow 879296 on Discord. So shout out to these guys for making this in a short period of time. Okay, so the reroll process here, okay, they actually briefly talk about this. So if you want, you can actually read this. Okay, really important information. Then okay, these are the battle characters and protection characters. There's actually a tier list. I'm going to briefly show you guys right now. Okay, as you can see here, okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are basically the 5-star protectors of each element. So this is why they are S+ rank. And also note that they have a 1% chance to actually drop, excluding the tutorial pool. The tutorial pool you can only pull for battlers, which is right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interestingly, 2 wind elements are actually right here, whereas the water one, okay, which is actually Shoei and Rimuru, they're actually in A rank. This tier list is actually by the Japanese, so you can probably take it with a pinch of salt, but you know, waifu over meta, you can actually just go straight for Milim, etc. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about next. Okay, so priority is going to be given to protection characters right here. There's actually only 1 5-star protector for each element, whereas the better characters, there's actually 2. So you can see here, 5-star, there's actually quite a bit. Okay, so there's like wind, and then there's a light here, water, water, fire, fire. Okay, so you get what I mean. So okay, so ideally the 5-star characters or the battlers should match the protector since it's gonna be element based. But of course that's up to you. Like if somehow in the initial pool you manage to get, I don't know, 4, 5 5-star characters, I don't know, I'll probably keep that. But if you're gonna aim for something, it's pretty simple. You can probably decide like what character you want or which protector you want, or you can just go for better characters. So for example, say Milim is your waifu, so you want to have a wind-based character. Okay, she's really strong by the way, and then you want to choose a wind-based protector. So it's gonna be Veldora, and Veldora is your boy, and Milim is your girl. This is the perfect combination. Or if you want Milim to be your protector, okay, you can choose this, okay, water. And then you can either choose Reroll Tempest, okay, harmonizer of monsters and human, or Shoei. Okay, it's either or. So for wind, we also have Hakuro, also another very strong character. So you can, pick and choose. So preferably matching the characters and the protectors. But if you do not have them, it's okay. Okay, so preferably try to roll for at least one protector because it's 1% versus the better characters. They're actually 3%. So total of 4% to pull for a 5-star character, which is not bad actually. Above average, I would say. So you can actually go to team comps and kind of like match here. Okay, so win team main with Dark. So you want to be pulling for Veldora and Milim. Okay, for your win team mixed Dark characters. Okay, so protector will usually buff 2 elements. So the main one at 200%, and then the sub one at 100%, which is actually written right here. Okay, you can see here, like example, Milim gonna buff water for 200%, and then space for 100. Veldora is gonna buff wind for 200%, and then dark for 100%. This is how whoever made this list, okay, this actually makes sense because it's gonna based on the buff. So the main character to be focusing on is the protector because they're gonna kind of decide how much extra damage or defense or whatsoever buffs that you get for your team. So we move on. If you want a light team, you're gonna be looking out for Ramirez and Gazelle. And then for space team, well, this is really interesting. Like space team, I never heard of space element, but okay, this is the one. Charybdis, okay, I don't really know how to pronounce this. Charybdis and Rimuro Tempest. Okay, this is gonna be the space team / wind team. Okay, Milim can be here, Hakuro here as well. And then fire team, we have Ifrit and Benimaru. Okay, this hot stuff. So if Benimaru is your husband though, okay, Ifrit is gonna be your boy. Okay, and then finally, if you want Mirim as your protector, you can, as I mentioned, Rimuro Tempest, Chancellor of Tempest. Okay, it's gonna be your guy. Then some party ideas. Okay, then Earth. Okay, Trainee. Trainee is a really good character because I think she's like a really strong healer. I don't know, maybe she's the only like real healer in the game. So in gacha games, there's usually 2 types of meta. It's either a do or die, or like a last until you kill it. So it depends on timer and things like that. But I don't think there's timer in this game. So maybe you can go for stall teams in this game. We don't really know the meta yet. So just a suggestion. As you can probably guess, Earth element is probably like a very defensive element. Okay, and then Dark team, we're gonna have Orc Disaster and Beretta here. So these is just some ideas. Okay, so let's go back to the reroll. Okay, so for example, personally, I don't want this. So I'm gonna close this and then reopen until I get Win Milim. Okay, this is my personal preference. This is what I'm aiming for. But if, like I mentioned, if you want something from here, you can actually use this Excel sheet to actually, determine your team and what you're gonna be rerolling for. Okay, menu, delete game data. Yes. Okay. So the easy part is only part 1. Okay. So part 2. So I would say part 2 is where reroll hell starts because only part 2 then you can roll for the protector using the tickets. And as far as I know, there's only like 2 multis that you can do. One, the tutorial pool, so guaranteed 5-star character. That's the easy part. And then this one here. Okay, well, let's do the first part first. Okay, so this is the tutorial pool. Okay, then there's like background, so different color as well. Oh, nice. This Shizue? Yeah, correct. Shizue. Okay. another waifu character. So if she's your waifu, you can actually go ahead. But for the sake of this video, let's assume this. So you're gonna complete everything. Okay, so you're gonna do this. So just keep everything, and then I don't know. I'll see you guys in a bit, I guess. Okay, after this, you'll probably be able to do the reroll. Okay, you're gonna unlock auto battle. Okay, lock-in bonus is where you probably start your game. Okay, so you want to be collecting everything. I actually only need the recruit ticket here, but okay, just gonna claim everything. And you go to recruit. Okay, so this is part 2 of the reroll process. There's only one banner here. Okay, which is the ticket recruit. We don't have enough gems. We need 300 for this. There's also a free one. You can actually, just do it while rerolling. I mean, it's no harm. Okay, then we have the ticket recruit. Okay, so these are the rates. Okay, you can see here 5-star is 4%, a better character 3%, protection character 1%. So this is what we are gonna be aiming for during the reroll process. So it depends on how patient or how much you enjoy your rerolling. I personally enjoy a reroll once in a while, getting stuck in reroll hell until you get bored of it and then move on. But if you're not the kind of person that like rerolling, then just settle for whatever. It's actually fine. I mean, it's a PvE game. You should be able to clear the content with much ease. So far I heard it's very free to play friendly. You're gonna give like, I don't know, 3, 4 or even 5-star characters when you are playing the game. And also day 3 we are gonna get like another 5-star ticket guarantee as well. So no sweat, but if you're gonna reroll, I mean, since the reroll process is actually pretty easy, so why not? Okay, so if you do not get it, okay, as I mentioned, just close the game and then delete data and done. Okay, so this is it for today's video, the whole reroll process. I actually saw some mad lads on Discord actually roll for like 4 or 5-star characters right off the bat. I don't even know how, and I don't know how many times they did for the reroll, how many hours spent. Okay, personally, I just want to get something out of it, so this is my plan for now. Okay, so some basic troubleshooting. If it's not in your region or country for some reason, you can try some app stores like QApp, APK Pure, or TapTap, the usual external store that people use. And then for unexpected error, try restoring the data from main menu, which is right here, restore data. Or if it doesn't even let you to come here, or you can wait for the server, or you just delete data from here. Or worst come to worst, you got to re-download everything. Just come here, apps, scroll down, slime, and then storage, clear storage. I don't think clearing cache works, so if your game is just frozen as hell, just clear storage and re-download the whole thing, and then just try again. Okay, and then the next one, black screen on blue stacks. Okay, first up, on-screen controls is off. Just make sure this there's a right side, there's this game controls. So the on-screen controls, make sure it's off. You can still use it, but just don't show it, I guess. Then in the settings, under graphics, there's a graphics renderer. There's an OpenGL and DirectX. Use the DirectX one. And then finally, you can try restoring game data from main menu as well. Okay, I heard that Mirim is gonna be free. It's gonna be part of a event character. Or if the game is not appearing on BlueStacks, okay, you can go to multi-instance manager. Can't really show you here. I actually have it running here. And then create new instance. Okay, select Pi 64-bit beta. Okay, this is what I'm using for all the. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, screenshot this and then just gonna show you guys in post. If you don't see the Pi 64-bit beta, then maybe go download the latest BlueStacks from the BlueStacks website. And yeah, I think that's about it for the reroll video. It's really long, but I feel like I put out the necessary information for you to think of what you want to reroll, etc. But probably you already done so. So I mean, it's like one day, and gacha gamers are really fast. So regrettably, I did not do this yesterday, but you know, just to get it out today. So I hope this video is useful for the new players, or you know, those of you who have been following my channel. Thank you for the support. I'm definitely gonna be checking out this game. It's really interesting so far, and I really like games that have simultaneous launch, like without like foresight and things like that from previous server, like example 6 months, 1 year in advance, things like that. This is like everybody figuring things out, so it's kind of exciting, I would say. I'm actually looking forward to how, you know, Bandai is gonna deal with the game and things like that, and how they manage the games, because the game looks really good with all the 3D and stuff. I haven't really played. Really looking forward to doing my own reroll after this video. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something from this video. Consider subscribing if you are new here. Like this video, comment, you know, the usual stuff. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.